Hello future tech leaders, I am Sindhuja. Based on my own experience, I know that learning the right skills can shape our future. What if I say learning was as thrilled as the tech world itself? There we go. A cloud foundation, that's exactly what you will experience. From day one, you will be immersed in the interactive sessions and expert-led courses that covers most of the widely used technologies in the zone of data science to cloud computing, which brings more light to the life of a techie. I'm so excited to help you and unlock the true potential of a technology. Well, then why to wait? Let's see what it unfolds.
Span. Here you only have product, right? You see in the letter P, you have product. Click on product. You click on create a product. Or I think you have one product already. You can click on test or something. Click on create a node. Version, you can give a letter 1.01 to the 1. Or I think hyphen, you have to click on create another. This is a product you have created. Product is test of a product is test. Now see, it is asking which application you want to include. Include in the sense which applications you have to move from one end enrollment, higher end enrollment. Coder is our application. Coder and the version, you click on down arrow. It will ask for what it will show you. Same version. Now it is asking include associated data. Associated data means do you want to include data instances? If you want to, if it is a first time deployment, then in higher end enrollment, you will not have anything that is lookup and all will not be available. You will include it. You select check the checkbox. And do you want to include custom production rules like production rules? Is there nothing but delegated rules? It's something there will be delegated rules. It's you if you want to have to check that one or else you actually no need to check. We don't have any production rules. It's no, you will not check. Delta mode is not required. Include rule history. You will include that. If you open any rule, you click on that. Any section or anything. You click cancel, go to history. You click on view full history. Click on history for all versions. Below you have history for all. See, you got, this is a very small application. We have only 3 rule history instances. Like a 12:30 on some July 16th. You have some instances. This is the history rule history. If you want to migrate this history also to hire an environment, you have to check that one. You have that to go to the test product file is there. Now what it will do is like in the background. What it will do? It will actually include some tables, like you will have some tables and history tables. You will be having good rule. History means you will be having history tables. Those history tables, it will include in the product file. In the background, it will do that thing. If you don't want that history to be migrated, you actually no need to check that one. But better to check it because there is no impact, right? Nothing will happen if you are moved. Also, include data types is there. You have created one data type, like lookup is one data type. You want to include the data type. Update dependent application, that is not required, right? Actually, that is when you are working on any frameworks and or you will check. But as of now, you understand the first thing, right? Include associated data, include role history, include data types. Now, if you have just kept these things like this and you click on, say, Now it will migrate entire application like water of the things you have. It will migrate all the application to higher an environment. Now you come down. Now you come down. You can click on preview. Click on come down. Click on preview product file. You can check here how many rules are actually migrating. See, you have 100 rules in cake order. You see 100. You expand that rule set cake order rule set. You expand. 1 second. Take it more. Zor 101 is there. Expand that one Zor 002 also. Anything. Suppose you have that rule OB. See that these are all rule instances. You see, everything is starting with the rule dash, right? You click on rule OBJ property have 5 right. You click on that right. You have created these 5 properties now, right? Category 1. Right. That class. Those are all. Properties will migrate to higher an environment. You need not again create those things and all. The code will move from this environment to higher an environment. You understand? The first thing is to actually deploy your entire application. Full application. But that one you will do only one time. But for the first time, you will deploy the entire application. From the next time, you actually no need to deploy all these things. You need to deploy whatever the code you have created, right? You understand the preview use, right? Preview. You do. You see we have rule obj activity. Click on one rule obj in 01, 01, 01. You have rule obj activity. Obey activity this one. Click on number 1. We have created one activity, right? Right? It's your order details or something. Those are all will get deployed. This is a product. Product means this role will get deployed to higher enrollment. You understand? Now, if you want to restrict this one, you need not to deploy every time, right? You do every time. No need these things, right? You only require whatever the code changes you have made. You click on cancel. You check out this checkout perfectly. Now what people will do, go to the top. They will not include entire application. They will not include you. You actually delete that one. First one, first row. Entire application is not required to deploy. Already the application is there. You need to deploy your small changes. Now they will add rule sets. You click on down arrow. The rule set is cake order, right? Our rule set is cake order. You select the cake order. And the minimum version is 1 low, 101 yellow, 1 low 2. You give. And highest version is also same, so 1 low, 1 low. Then what happens? Only that particular rule set version will get deployed. The cake order is our application. You click on exclude non-version rules. Non-version rules are nothing, but data types are undone. Data types doesn't have versions, right? Go to lookup. Go to lookup. Look, you have created it. You have the rule set cake order, but you don't have the version. If you click on it, if you click on that section, go to section. This is a section. You see cake order is the rule, set version is there. The one. But lookup doesn't have version. What the product file is asking for, the product file. In this particular version, you are excluding non-version rules. means you are not deploying your data types and all. You are only including your rule instance means you are only including your activities properties. Data transforms to port definition. That thing you are in. Now you save it and click on preview. Come down, click on preview. Now it's only 12 rules. Previously, how many you have? You have many, right? Right. Now you explain. See, only these rules will get deployed. UI view is there. That is some section. I think you click on the last one. This is something. Look up on something. It can't add a view. This is, I think the lookup view is there for a data page. That one I think. You understand, right? This one's on 1 or 2. How we have to get the version. If you want to do this Zazar 101 rules, that's C. Oh, actually it will work easily for every defect. They will include one rules that person. Suppose you have got one bug. One defect you have got. They will open one rules that version like Zizler, 2 3 something rules that works and they will open. You will make your code changes in that rules, that version, that bug fix. And that rule set will get locked. You have to lock the rules. After locking the rules, you have to create a product file for the rules. You have to create one product. You have to include the rules that like this. What now we have done? Like this. After downloading. I mean that file is supposed you are sending to the support team or in deployment team. We need to download that file. Right, that product. You have to submit. Close this windows. Close this window. Submit it. You will actually check in this code. If you think, see after you will giving you a preview product file. You will check here whether all your rules were included in the product or not. You will check in this product file. You click on checking. You give some comments. Some YP or something. Work in progress or something. Just to create. You check in. Check in this one. And what you have to do is click on the come down. Come down. You have create product. Click on create product file. It will create one zip file. Actually, you give some. And you give some test 1, 2, 3 or something. I think it will fail creation for us because the rule set is unlocked. You have to click on the zip. You save it somewhere. Now what happens? Actually this zip you will give to your deployment team. Deployment. We are getting this file. Here we have some types of deployments. People. Few people will use Smart CI/CD for deployment. Some people will use Bitbucket and Jenkins for deployment. Some people will use Deployment Manager for deployment. See our project. We will use Deployment Manager. IGOT has provided Deployment Manager application. That is also PEGA application, which we can deploy the code from one end environment. It is a very new and very advanced deployment type. We are using that deployment manager to deploy from one end environment. Few people what they will do, they will manually import. This is a configuration from configuration, right? You close this windows and all this. You click on that configure. On the top header you have on launch portal. Configure here system. Actually, I forgot the path. Sys. Release. I think. Calm down. Great. Go back integration. Somewhere you will have case management. Somewhere it is there. The rule from file. Now click on the case management. Top, you have case management. Did you over on this? 2. Somewhere you have import export. Actually we are using deployment manager. That's why I have to forget the path actually. If you see one by one. Organization security there. See. That one, only that distribution import. You will import. Click on import. See it, will I eat you? This is called manual deployment. This one is, no one is following this practice. Only world applications like which are built on 7 version. They're using this one. But generally people are using these things like deployment manager, Bitbucket, Jenkins or Smart KCD. Smart KCD in the sense it is a continuous development like continuous integration and continuous development KCD. KCD pipelines they are using here you can. Local file is there. You can choose the zip file. This thing you have to do in higher enrollment. Now you keep in mind this code is already present in this environment. You click on open. Already exists. Click. Click. This zip, it is saying this product is already there means that code is already there. You click on next. Here, I think it will see here you can exclude. Exclude. Some rules actually do not set the restore point to save during metadata. Enable advancement. You click that one enable advancement to provide the angel control over import. If you don't want. If you don't want to do one rule to get deployed to this version from the product, don't want one rule. You click on next. No. You click on that show content details once. See that, those things. See that the world rules which are in product. Those are all good importing here. Click on done. Here, somewhere you can remove also. Click on next. I guess it will be imported. But these are already present in your application. 1 second. The following instance already exists in the system. See, it is saying these are already there, right? Generally, you can handle it from here also, but you understand it. How to deploy from one version to another, right? For deploying, you have to understand that product rule very carefully, each and every checkbox, each and everything you have to understand. If you check this one, which rules will include? If you didn't check, which rules will include? The test is there. You click on cancel. You don't need to import it. Go to the test version. Here below also you have global exclusions. You have, if you want to exclude anything, specifically if you want to select the class and press queries, then select the class and press query. See, suppose you have this lookup value is their drop down list. Suppose you have 100 records. These 100 records are present in all the environments. Now you have added 2 records extra, 2 drop down values you have added. Now to add those drop down values, what you need, not deploy all the 100 records again, right? 100 records are already present in all the environments. Now you need to add 2 extra values, right? To add 2 extra values, you need not actually deploy all the records, right? You need to only deploy those 2 records, right? What you will do, you will give here that the class, you give the class cake f above you, it will come. No, you can type it here, it will come. No, not there, below individual instances is there. Click on down arrow, it will show. Look up, it will take some time. Click on query, because a small application, it might take that much time, but generally it will take. See, you can select. If you, whatever the thing you have added, it will show here. It is showing a serial number, right? 3256. You understood. That number we need to select. If suppose you have added 4, is there 4? You have added newly, then you will only select that 4. Click on submit. Now it will add that PZDNS key. See, that key came, that unique key. If you click on preview, thumb down, save it. Save it and click on. It's not checked out. Cancel it. Check out. And now it should be. Save it. Now previously there are 12 rules, right? Now you click on preview. Another one added application framework data. Application framework data. The class you expand. No, this is a data instance, right? It will not show there. No. That one cake dash is there. Expand that one. Cake dash. Expand it. Click on that one. Last hyperlink is there. Click on it. See, it has added a 4. Whatever you are including in a product file, you have to first very careful that you are including all the details. Like you are including whatever the rules you are fixed for that one user's story or for any defect. You will be modifying or creating some rules, right? He has a developer. He will be aware of it, right? What are the things you have created? All those rules which you have created, you have to include in the product file. You have to come here, check the preview. If something is not there, if you don't know, you have to ask someone or you have to get help from someone, because product files only senior level people will create. Mostly the new people, they will not give to create a product file. They will create a product file. They will ask you, if suppose Dilip is a leader, he will ask like, yes, Sonali, in which rule set version you have made your changes. You will say, I have made my changes in an rule set version. Dilip will include that rule set in the product file and he will ask you, are there any data instances you have made changes? Like, have you modified any data rules? If suppose you said I have added 2 records in this table, then he will come here and he will include it, or else you told, suppose I have created two. I have created two DSS rules. DSS is nothing but dynamic data settings. I have created two DSS rules. Then he will come and he will add it because those are all data instances. You have to tell to the person who is creating a product specifically, I have created these data instances. You add these data instance to product rule. After everything is done, after checking in the product file, you click on preview and that particular developer has to verify whether all the rules he has created because he only will be aware, right? Lead actually may create a product file, but he will not be completely aware of the rules which you have modified, right? The developer will verify whether all the rules were included in the product file or not. Once he told that you can go ahead and deploy, then they will deploy the product file. Correct. Suppose something is missing, then you have to generally what they will do. Generally, they will create another product file. Actually, you can check out this one and you can. This product is also having version, right? You close this window. This product is also having version. They can include the rules in this product and they can redeploy the same product, but they will not do. You click on cancel and go to the top. You have test 001, right? See the ID test 1.01 is there, right? Generally, what they will do, they will not redeploy the same product. You have an ability, you have an option to redeploy, but they will not do it. Once the product is deployed, they will lock it and they will never unlock the product. They will not change anything. They will create a new product and they will deploy. Right? You understand the product rules. You can see the deployment tab. Go to the deployment tab. You are in a content template deployment tab. See, you can also do some activity. See, you can include some binary file. You have to import some. README. README some. Whenever you are downloading any packages, they will give you a README file, right? Before installing, they can read the file, how to install it. You can revalidate and many things you can do. But this is a very high level. You understand how we can create a product. That's just for my information. But this takes the time. Product rules. Creating a product. Actually, for the first time or something, you can actually ask your friends or some seniors or someone. You can take them to the call and you can create it. But creation of product, you must do a preview. Then only we'll get to understand what rules that were included. Got. I had a few more things, but I think if that can be covered in next sessions, one more. If we can get one more POC, we can try on our own. Very easy one, simple one. Or many small thing. If you can give like small assignment kind of thing. I want to actually try on my own and then maybe show it to you later that if that is fine or not. A small assignment, in a sense, you can practice on your own. Like you can take a real-time applications. You can take your leave application. You can practice on your own. Like initially you give away every user like 5 leaves. He can apply a leave like from date and end date. He can submit it. It will go for approval. When he was approved that one. If the leave balance has to be detected based on number of days, it has to calculate the total number of dates. How many days like based on from any date? It has to take a difference of dates and it has to actually Debit from total number of days, like that you can do. See, you can take a real-time applications only. You can take we have taken some order application. You can take something like a PEGA. People see. Actually, before you are implementing any application, better to go through that PDM website. They have given Google Road application right for your practice right. You can. They have given steps to replicate also like to do also. You can start looking into those steps and you can develop. And you have functions like the time functions to calculate the dates between is. You can do a business calendar. You will have many functions are also there in PEGA. You have to see those are all will come with practice. Another thing to like this performance analyzer, application. Do we trust is an option like right side corner. That is the option we need to check. Performance analyzers and all deprecated in this 8 version. And all not there. And there were. You said once, like you will give a brief about decision table or something. Decisioning rules. Before going to that one, I'll tell you which topics we haven't covered. Take a note on a notepad. Open one notepad. I will tell you which were left out. Because you have to get an understanding right, which were left out, which we have covered. We have left out the agents. Agents are job state is this we have left out and then we have left. We have left, but cell A is all similar to agent only, but you can write it down. A we have left. And integration, but we have left connectors. Integration we have left. And the rule resolution. We have declarative rules. We have left. Declarative rules. Declarative rules are like declare expressions. I'll give a brief idea. Declarative rules we have left. And the database management like external database integration, something like that. Not before. What the? External database integration. That is only connectors. Declarative comes in under integration and you will get the connectors and services. Correct. Declarative rules we have left. Rule resolution we have left after that. Open CSS labels if need be. No, in CSS you can open, but they will not give in this detailed manner. They will. In one heading itself, they will cover everything. This is all not a big topic. You can set the case status and data transforms also. This one is the right. Work to queues or group that is. We have left out. Work basket. Work queues are also called work baskets. That one we have left. And it's calculating approval. Rule resolution will come under CSC, double C actually. Rule available. Rule delegation also comes in CSC only. I think they have clubbed the topics in this one. Entire PEGA they have given, I think not like CSC and ZO+. Decisions will come in CSC only, but that is very easy. Report definitions we have covered. Joins, I think we have covered right. The advantages of report definitions, we thought, right? While doing go bigger browse, report definitions. I think we have gone through the joins also, right? Class joins we have defined to club two tables. Do you remember? I think yes, we have covered. Finally, have you remembered? I remember that in the session it was covered. But I don't remember practically like join. Practically it's not possible for us because we didn't have many tables here, right? But theoretically we have covered, right? Covered. I think we have joined also. I think like you just want to go to that session recording. I didn't have access for the recording. I think we have covered. I'm thinking while we discussed it that starting. I think I like anything. I need integration. I'm telling right in CSSA is the integration. Into integration, since you will get everything here. Error handling, managing integrations and all. Application debugging log files, you cannot do it here. Unit testing is nothing but just testing what testing you are doing on screen, whether the data is coming on. DB trace the tracing you have done. PL was removed actually from this one from the guide application administration. These things are all CSSA is the deep like. The reactive groups and all. Access group. Project overview. Interview mocktails. Justify resources. Certification preparation. I think most of the thing we have covered and I have told you right which things we have differentiated. I think right. Correct. You're off. But decisioning will come in. CSAIL only decisioning is a very simple concept. I think it's a very easy. You have to majorly have two types of decision rules, decision tree and decision table. Decisioning rules also. The map values and all, but those are all people will not use. You can open one decision table. I can explain you decision. You're ordering some mobile from Amazon based on your country, based on your state, based on your PIN code. Some products will be available, right? That is all taking a decision in like decision from the system. If you click on decision you have. Category rights are only on the top third one in the records. Third one. Expand it. You have decision table, then decision to first open decision table and open any one of the rule. You can easily identify the decision tables. It will look like you open any one. Let's see better if I have many. You see? See, they are checking. First one, they are checking. This is how decision table looks like. It has some rows and columns. If you understand, you can easily understand if some condition they have given. If that condition is true, then you return this value. Correct. You are India. You are from Andhra Pradesh. You are some Hyderabad. Then you return this value. It's like taking decision. If it is false, it will go to second condition. Else if suppose that is also false, it will go for third condition. If suppose all are false, it will go for otherwise condition. Correct. You understand this is decision table. All the query. You are depending here in this method, right? Correct. You have to give it here. Let you open any other decision role. for better understanding. This is also fine. They have used functions here, but still. Any other end, you can click anywhere. See here, if you see some model type, they are checking. If you click that one, you just private it. You can see the property value. They will. You click on that model type. On the top, model type, you can click. They are checking some model type. In essence, they are checking some parameterized value, which was given on some section or somewhere. How we have given param value key, or how we have given param value. Similarly, they might have give some param adaptive model or something, right? You understand? Based on that parameter value, they are checking. If you click on can, if the parameter value which they have provided, suppose that is adaptive model, then it will return this regression or logistic regression, linear regression, like any four of that. If suppose any four of that, it will return regression on the top, only regression, that else condition, regression. That one. That is all, one group. Whatever is there in that. If suppose NU is present, it will return this one. What is present in the right hand side? Correct? Understand? So now what I am trying to say, if suppose first one is, it will return that one, and usually it will in the logic that if first one is for, it will go to third one. Third is for, it will go to the fourth one. And if suppose if something, nothing is true, then it will return. That is what unknown. Some unknown value or something. If something, nothing is there. If something is, then it will return. Otherwise, this is a decision table. This looks like a table, right? Correct. This is open decision tree. View tab, starting. The underscore. Look up those things. Not declare. Decision tree. And if you, one rule, foundation. This is a decision tree. How it will invoke? They are all given. If condition. Can you open any other rule? This one. Like a decision table. This is like a decision table. Actually, it will act is like, it is like a nest. So is, it will go to, this one, like in C language, You will write, if something is true, it will go inside. And again, you cannot say that as a loop. It is a nested. You can search nested in the Google. That one will be helpful. For visualizing. Click. Not a Microsoft. Some jar. Point. You can click. It's actually nested. Point. This is a good website. Calm down. Did they give any examples? To the camera. Any syntax? This is a addition tape. That's a is nothing. Is nothing. Decision tape. Decision. First thing is that one. Check. Exam. Anything. Random. Nothing. Configured. Configured. Previous. How. Recent. Second. The privately. Decision. This is like a tree. If something is true, it will go inside and check for next condition, or it will return anything. If suppose blank is there, it means there you have to write your condition. If that is true, something. You click on that first one. Is on that one. Click. Double click. The condition you have to write it there. Suppose that condition is true. This value similar to decision table only. The decision table is all the same, right? Something is true. Then it will return something. Instead of return, you can do many actions here. Click on that return. You will get to drop down. Continue. You will get. You can click on continue. Continue. How it has. Okay. You click on the first one. Let's try to build a condition here. Country equal to India. Then continue. Country equal. You just write it. Just understand. Then continue. You are actually continuing it. You are going to nest it if condition. Side if. Then you click on that second. State equal to some. Maharashtra. State equal. Maharashtra. State equal. You can write it this side. Because this looks like Maharashtra. You have to write it this side. Equal. It was already given. Right. Remove. Equal. Maharashtra. Then actually you can return something. Actually, you can return some value or you add continue. You click on that, return again. You can continue. If you have many conditions, right? This is like a nested. If a pin code equal to sum 0001, you write it ping. E-code, you can write it this side. Actually, quotations is not required on the left side because those are our properties. 5001 something. Thank you. Instead of continue, you can kind of value. You can you can you can you can you you can you can you can you can you can set some properties similar to date transfer. You will the condition. You can do some actions here. Set a property value equal to value. You understand. In action, we can only do set. We can set, but instead of action, you click on actions again. Instead of click on that row, that condition. Click on that. Click on that. Click on instead of take action. You can. This is an interview question. How to call a decision tree from a decision tree? You can call decision tree. You can call it decision table also from decision tree. Click. You can select that one decision. Call decision table is in a last one. It will call addition table. It will also decision table name. You have to give a decision table name. These are all decision. If you can click on that cross, it will open that rule. These are interview questions. How to call a decision table from decision table. This is very confusing actually. For interviews, how to prepare. You click on that. Call decision table again. Instead of all, you can actually evaluate. Click on evaluate. Evaluate. I think it will return true or false. Evaluate means if it is true. Evaluate means you can set it to true or false. Actually, you can. Like a pin code equal to 547 true. Then it will say it is true or else it is false. This addition tree. The center in the sense it is nested if condition. Nested if in the sense you understand it. What is the nested if? First is true. It will go and check the second one. If second is true, it will go and check for second one based on those actions. Whether it's to continue or whether to return. It will actually perform. But in case of decision table, the first one is true. Then it will return. Or else it will go for second one. You understand? It is not nest. It is just single condition. Normally, we are giving like a leaf condition. Descripting right. Like that. It will go. Correct? Again, these are all our requirements. These are all our business requirements. Based on a requirement, we will actually, if suppose, what will actually suits our requirement, that rule will create. I have questions. For this decision tree, we can set this. Then to return as well, right? Correct. If we set it as a return, and suppose we return a value, and there are other conditions as well, like if else, it will just continue to return, right? And it won't proceed further. It will not return the other ways. It will just return, right? And for decision table, we have suppose 3 entries or 4 entries. We got our solution in the second entry. Will it go and check third and fourth row? It will not check. It will not check. It will not check. But decision table will check. For decision table only. Decision table. You have evaluate all rows. Go to results tab. Go to results. See, you have evaluate all rows. Then it will check. If you are evaluating all rows, it will check. If it is not, if it is unchecked, then the first solution will be returned. In actions, what are all can be done? In decision, actions you can fit. You can sit. That's it. Only correct. We can't call decision table from another decision table. You can call from it here. You can call. There's an interview question. That's one actually. I was a bit confused. You just check. You have 4 questions here. How to call a decision table from decision table. How to call decision tree from decision tree. How to call decision table from decision tree. How to call decision tree from decision table, vice versa. 4 combinations. In those 4 combinations, one thing is not possible. That one. I forgot that one. How do we call? If we have to call anything, maybe decision, click on action, click on actions. Not actions. I click cancel. Click on the first row. Click on that first row. You have the settings. I cannot. Click there. You can call. You can browse. You can use obtain value function or I think PX evaluate. You search for PX evaluate. PX evaluate. EVA evaluate. EVA evaluate. EVA evaluate. EVA evaluate. Click search. See, you have decision tree, decision table, right? You can add one thing there. If suppose the first condition is true, then it will again invoke another decision table. You understand? We have to write the name. Correct. You hover on that one. It will show you how to use it. You hover on that function. That function is there. Not on the left hand side. PX evaluate. Decision table. In braces. Primary page name, comma. String rule name. You have to give the page and what is. Correct. 2 arguments. If you don't know how to give this one. If you don't know, you copy that function. Not entire thing. Until decision table. PX. Brace also not required. You copy and search it on the top. Right. Global search. and you open the first one. String or boolean, whatever you want. You close sum, 2 times. You open anything. Suppose this is a function. You need to check how to use. Then you open this one. Click on actions and view references. You will get where this function is getting used in type. Something is there, right, in one role. Or this data transform. You open that one. You have you close this one and you click on again view references. Action view reference. You click on the pencil icon. Don't click on the rule name. On the right side of rule name, you have pencil icon. Click there. In this rule, they are using this function. See, they are using it. Evaluates agent. You can click on the gear icon. And you can see how they are using it. Similarly, you can also use in your rule. Click on the gear icon. Click on cancel. Cancel. You have we said create and open. We said create and open. You have it. Click on a gear icon. Correct. Build an expression. That's a gear icon. That is correct. This is a gear icon. The left one is a crosshair icon. Gear icon will open this expression. See, you can see how they are using. They are using some page name. And they are using the decision table name. You understand how to call. You have some functions. You have to check the. Or else you can search this function in Google also. They will tell you how to use this function. If you still didn't understand how they are using this one, you can search with this function in the Google, in the PEGA community. Someone will give an answer like how to use this function. Any function, not only this one. Any. If you didn't know, you can come and search it on the top. You can check the references of the rule. And you can view the reference for 4 or 5 rules at least. Then you will understand the pattern. How they are utilizing this function. Similar way, you can also use the function. If you still didn't get the pattern, few functions will not have the more referenced rules. Then you can search it on the Google. They will answer you. You will get. If you search it on Google here, this function, copy this one, PEGA validation table. And if you search it on the Google, Inga, you search with, open a new tab. Inga, you search in the last. Default value from. You can see those posts. They are utilizing the function. The PEGA community. You can see. You understand how? And I'm getting through role resolution integration. And they work. Bus. We cannot cover. one will come in. But SLA is part of, right? Is also an agent. Actually, is also a background. Is an agent. Without covering an agent, we cannot actually cover SLA. But actually, we have questions on this. The basic, if I show you, not required, not required, will have a high level on this, not at least just high level for this, and then skip stage, and just many things. At least implementation. You can open that concept. You can easily understand. Skip stage, nothing. In a flow, you will use addition shape, right, to skip same state. You have that one. You can use if you go through this one. You can read this one. You can easily understand. Think we will require a session at least. At least we work group, 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 work group. Any high level. I mean, localized application. Localized application. We have discussed identifying of reports, columns, filters, mobile app channels, mobile preview. Come down. 1 second. Let's do one thing. Let's go through percentage. Which percentage is the highest? 12% you have. First one is case management 28. That is about case status. One thing. Let me go to the process child cases. When to use automation steps, patience, depression trees. Create a management term of teams of users. Optional process correspondence and email. Identify duplicate cases on the case. To work for the segment goals, deadlines and positive. Then let's do one thing. Tomorrow, what we'll discuss is we'll discuss source for groups, for users. That one we discuss, yes. And next one is we'll discuss regarding Intico. 1 second, this one. You show me while the data create data type using business logic, manipulate application default property that we discuss it right. Management right save a record system, record object. Save that one also. We have discussed it right in activity. Simulate an action also, that one also. No simulate and external data sources are nothing. But see, let me tell you, simulation is nothing but setting if suppose you are showing weather information on screen, you need to integrate with any weather application, right? Suppose weather application is still not ready, you didn't have that, then you will simulate in the sense you will just add some dummy data. After that thing is done, you will actually view data in memory clipboard tool. We have discussed it right. PV work page. Yes, I think this one we are good almost. Security. I'll explain in a high-level security policies track and audit. Changes to data. Secure audit changes origins. Very simple. I don't know why they have given in a separate topic. Use unit testing rules is create and execute test or test cases they have given up. That is a waste of time. It's 8.7 now. Maybe they have changed it. Test cases is of no use actually, but if you want, I can show you where to create a test case. A user experience, customize appearance controls. We have done. Add and remove fields. Group field display list in data views, repeating and dynamic layout, localized application and enable accessibility. These are all done right. User experience, nothing more. Sections, visibility settings. We have done right on clicking of that one. We have removed visibility of that section. Form experience means that skin conditions like to make it inline grid double in the inline grid triple. Customize form appearance. You do remember, delete customize form appearance. That we are adding right. I mean, grid double means it will show to field side by side. Yes, side by side and down. At that time, you also told, like you will tell in the future, or maybe setting when we added a grid in line, double or triple alignment was not same. You yourself said that alignment is not alignment. You have to give some container formats. Containers you have to give. We'll see. But that is not that important. The questions will not ask in Certification Application Development Manager. User stories feedback ones. Use estimators for pegablet mode. Create a main rules of inheritance, main rules process. Debug application errors is from traces and all. Reporting is fine. Reporting is not required. Come down mobility. I was also not aware of that mobility concept. I think if you go to Designer Studio, you have that mobility in Admin Studio. I think that is what they go to. Switch to Admin Studio on the top. Oh, admin is not there here. Why you can log in? It's because of this we will open this one and they will cover very high level. One session. We can cover. Do we cover? And finally, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.